foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Klingon. Doncic with the steal. Here's Brooks. Doncic outside. Klingon with the steal. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Free throw, no good for Gervin. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Explosive near the rack. Gervin, levitating Iceman going upstairs.
Steps back. Pass to Embiid. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Embiid punches it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Here's Simmons, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Took him no time at all on that one. Gervin's got 5. My goodness, Joel Embiid, spectacular.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards, love to see you operate like that.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but you do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it.
Oh!
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
And good that time. Gervin's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Back to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Brooks outside. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Outside Williams. Takes it off the glass.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Doncic left side. A putback. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back end.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Out to Gervin. Sarr the screen. Gervin attacking.
Man, is Gervin fun to watch off the bounce or what? Confidently attacking the rack there.
Pass to George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Denny Avdia picks one up. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Kept alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Here's Luka on the attack.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Doncic.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second. And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. KD a screen. Doncic steps on the gas. It's good again in an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Cuts off the pass. Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They're up by 11. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Anthony. Inside. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Guard-like quickness of Durant makes him hard to guard, which in turn opens up passing lanes for him, too.
Banked in off the glass. He has 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the dunk by SGA.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Down low. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land off with me. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographer.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
SGA, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Outside, KD. The shake. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
Here's Lambert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony. And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in his game.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Hard not to love the combo of speed and length on Isaac. I mean, that gives him a chance to give you some serious throwdowns.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
Anthony left side. Here's Ware. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Pass to Isaac. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. It's deflected. Ingram with the steal. Doncic, no good. To the inside. Here's Isaac. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Isaac's got his second basket.
Well, you look at Isaac. He's got a nice ability now to finish inside. Very impressive.
And yes, it's good. 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Lambert. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
The three from George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Gilgeous-Alexander so quick off the floor.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And the dunk by Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league. Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Edwards, such a terrific athlete. He can stop and pop those in with ease.
George with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. George has got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, and slam it down!
Takeoff! Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
How did he do that?
Oh, man!
Oh! Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Inside, here's George, and the shot goes in. George has got 10.
And you're not going to pass up that kind.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
On the wing, Williams. Down low, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
And that one's good. Ingram.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
But
he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ingram wide open. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 14.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
The three for Doncic.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Brian Anderson here. Joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Well, that's right, and you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really hopping. Smart, unselfish basketball. A lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Now here's Durant. Back to Ware. And he jams it home with authority.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, a go-to shot for James. That pull-up shot is as consistent as it gets.
Tipped. James with a steal. Outside Reed. Pass to James. Shoots over Durant. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
With the fadeaway. James, that's good. James has got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
I mean, do you think a little or even a big bump is stopping LeBron? His determination is part of what makes him a future Hall of Famer.
Here's Anthony.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's James.
LeBron James. Oh, that's just classic LeBron right there. He has a head of steam, onto the rim, and a strong finish. Woo!
Here's Anthony. Rebounded by LeBron. Pass to Castle. Out to the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Montoya. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
What you love about KD is the way he thinks the game. Intelligent and experienced. You can count on him to always make the right play.
Here's Kirilenko. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
And he gets it to go.
setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Oh, got that one up quick. James has got 14 points.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive.
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. 6-point game. Here's George. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Booker no good. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Steps back. Here's Doncic. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand. Here's Pippen. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Booker, good.
And Booker has put a lot of work into that. He has developed a lethal pull-up shot.
And Embiid throws it down.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Good on the bucket.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Crafty move. Here's Ingram. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Castle outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Pippen. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. Up top, Embiid. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
So they trusted Embiid in this situation, and he used every bit of the clock to get his look.
Pass to Castle. Pippen outside. Here's Granger. Brooks defending. Here's Booker. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
And rolling back the clock. Nice work by Paul George.
Pass to Pippen. Doncic grabs the miss.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's Embiid.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2, Joel Embiid.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot!
Wow!
Your home team.
Great job ending the quarter on a
34.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense.
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Well, that makes his night a little bit easier when Paul George gets a look like that inside.
Nice move. Hip it outside. Pass to Granger. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Ingram. Down low. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Well, he's really known to hurt you from deep, but you love to see Paul George attack the rim like that as well.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So both teams making some changes here. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Westbrook with the rebound. Pass to Durant. To the paint. Here's Ware. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. It's Anthony on the take. And Anthony slams it in.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Westbrook. Now Ware. Now here's Anthony, defended by Pippen. It's Anthony on the take. And Anthony slams it in.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Substitution on the court.
It's a close one here in San Francisco. Here's LeBron. Oh, wow!
And it's always fun to watch James do his thing. What a move by LeBron.
Anthony up top. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. James with a steal. Here we go. And who else? LeBron with the finish.
And the muscle LeBron has helps him on these physical finishes, just bouncing off the defense. And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. BA?
All right, thank you, Allie. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by a Kongwu. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And that one's good by Durant.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting...
Wow! Just wow!
Oh, my goodness.
Showing absolutely no mercy. Wow.
Look at his teammates. They're loving it. They're letting him know.
I can't believe he tried that in game.
All right, time for an injury report.
Let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's so important for a team to stay healthy down the stretch, so this is not when he wants to be dealing with this. The good news, he is cleared to play through it. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And James gets it to go. Timmy, look at some of the elite defenses over the years. What sets a great defense apart from the rest?
Well, three main things: personnel, scheme, and effort. But also, BA, switchability in the modern game is a huge part, as well as communication.
We think about defense as one-on-one, mano-a-mano. It's so much more than that, though.
It's five guys on a string.
Here's James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Oh, man.
Look out below.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And that's his third turnover of the quarter. He's got to slow things down.
Takes a step back. Pass to Castle. Castle on the wing. Here's Kirilenko. 5 to shoot. Shoots it from the high post. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Kirilenko's got 5.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Here's Durant. Where? Great positioning on the putback.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
James goes in, and slam dunk by James.
Even though he's a little older now, wow, LeBron can still rip off some incredible moves. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
The 3-ball sinks the tray.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Inside is Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy pass.
Oh, big time!
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
An open look for Durant. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And here's Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
George for three. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Davis. AD doing what he does.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum. Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
It's George on the wing. Here they come with numbers in transition. Launches it. AD stretching the floor.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
Now here's Doncic. Goes up from the top of the key. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First team foul.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Booker's got 6 here in the quarter.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And it's all from three-point range.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Embiid from outside. Here's Booker. He's got 14. Here's Miller. Three-pointer off the mark.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Doncic is doubled. Pass to Ingram. Beyond the arc. Miller pulls it in. Pippen outside. Jacks up a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's George. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
The offensive rebound. Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Davis has got 10.
Yeah, I love the work ethic there by AD. He just committed to out-hustling everybody.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Coming on
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And Embiid fires it home.
Yeah, impressive work on the boards by Embiid. You love seeing a big man like him use that size to his advantage.
Yes, it's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Pass to Ingram. Back to Doncic. Rebounded by Pippen.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim. But some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Outside Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Good chance here for Booker. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And that's 17 points for Devin Booker. Looking to win the run. Davis with a rebound. Pass to Pippen. McDaniels with a steal. Now Westbrook. Outside Durant. A shot from the mid-range. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Durant's got 20 points.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range.
McDaniels with the rebound. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts. And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
It's scooped up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
6 to shoot. Pass to Pippen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Pippen's got 8 points.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Here's Durant. And there's the drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Watch how Durant disrupts the defense with the pick and roll, creating an opening for himself.
And they pick up 2.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Pulls up on the wing. Outside Harden. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
Outside Harden. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
Connects from downtown.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years. And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Harden. Pass to Okongwu. Castle on the wing. Into the lane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, and that's where Castle is most effective, when he's getting downhill and attacking.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Bull. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Bull's gotten 4 this quarter.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Seven seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
The visiting team, 104.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. The three is up. The Luka three. Money.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Here's Castle. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
Outside Harden. To the middle. Here's Granger. Doncic pulls down the board.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Here's Durant. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Durant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Tries the spin move. Driving to the basket. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, and when Castle gets going to the hoop, good luck getting in front of him.
Durant, no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And finished off by Bull.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits. Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
And that's where you want Embiid to be aggressive. With his size and skill, he is dangerous down low.
Outside Davis. Back to James. Outside for Davis. And the three off target. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Shoots a fadeaway. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. James has got 42 in the game.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by Castle. James, left side. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line. Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. James inside. Over Anthony. The shot by James, no good. Back to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
Pass to James. Back to Castle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here we go, all alone. And slam dunk by James.
Anthony Davis.
You're running the floor like he's still in his 20s. LeBron smoking defenders who are trying to get back.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Durant. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got 17 points here in the second half.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Going inside, and it's slammed in by Durant.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unstoppable. Oh, wow. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
James. Embiid knocks it loose.
And that's the rim protection you expect from Embiid. Really sent a message right there.
Castle outside. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Durant on the take. Cleared away by Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
James. And it's James with the jam.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
.143 left in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Castle fires. Cleared away by Embiid. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Yeah, things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Wide open. Yes, sir.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Doncic. There's the block. Now Davis. LeBron. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. James has got 54 points.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
James outside. Double team on James. Here's Kirilenko. Just 5 on the clock. Davis outside. Takes a shot. Cleared away by Embiid. Fires the 3. Davis pulls it down. Castle. Oh, get you some.
Nice. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The visiting club takes the win on the...